Can I make a grilled cheese sandwich and a London Fog faster than Ian can go through the Starbucks drive-thru?
The convertible top is down. I'm about on my way. I'm so glad we're finally doing a grilled cheese drive-thru video.
I'm heating my panini press and I'm gonna go ahead and start my electric kettle. It has water in it to brew the tea to make the London Fog. I'm going to make that the way that they do, using Earl Grey tea, and I'm gonna make it extra strong. I'm gonna use 3 tea bags, and this is actually Tazo tea, which is the brand they use, I believe, unless they've changed. So I'll go ahead and put this in. And as soon as the kettle boils, I'll pour the water over it so the tea bags can start brewing. I also like to keep simple syrup on hand in my refrigerator. I've added a little bit of vanilla to it, so it's a vanilla simple syrup, and I will use that to sweeten the tea once everything is brewed.
There's something so magnificent about a Starbucks grilled cheese. Now, I've never had the London Fog iced latte, but I can't wait to try it.
I'll let that brew for 5 minutes while I make my grilled cheeses. They use mozzarella cheese, but I prefer provolone, and it's what I have on hand. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple of slices of provolone cheese to the bread. I'm also going to use cheddar. This is a sharp cheddar that I also have on hand. I believe they use a white cheddar, but I think it's okay. I always keep a little bit of butter at room temperature so that I'm able to do things like this quickly. I've already added a little bit of my seasoning to it, and now I'll grate some fresh Parmesan cheese into that and make Parmesan herb butter. Mix everything together by mashing the cheese, the butter, and I used my KitchenAble seasoning, and you'll have a delicious spread that will smear on the outside of your bread. If you don't have softened butter, you could also use mayonnaise to coat the outside of your sandwich. Both will promote browning and give a nice crisp crust to the bread.
Can I get a grilled cheese?
I'm out of all my paninis today.
And this is where things get complicated. That's the face of a kid who's currently racing a chef that just went to 2 different Starbucks and they were both out of grilled cheese. I knew something like this was bound to happen at some point.
My panini press is hot. The sandwich is assembled. I'll put everything on, and I don't want to waste any of that delicious butter, so I'll put a little more in there. Make sure that my cheese is exactly where I want it. It's probably going to run out, brown a little on the edges, I hope. That's what makes it really good. Hear that sizzle? Smells amazing. I wish you could smell this. I think it's time to go ahead and do my tea, so I'll get that ready now too.
Wait a second, no way. I'm by the stadium. I never drive over here.
And now that my tea is brewed and strong the way I like it, I'm going to carefully pour it over ice so it can chill slightly. And then I'll add just a splash of that vanilla simple syrup that I've already made. And I'll pour this over ice with some milk. I like to pour the milk in first. And you can add as little or as much as you want. And you can use whatever milk you prefer. Add everything together. And there you have London Fog, which is really just a delicious glass of iced Earl Grey tea.
I made it to the 3rd Starbucks. I've never been to this one before. I've gone ahead and placed my order. Luckily, they did have the grilled cheese this time. I also was able to get the drink, although they said the drink takes longer than normal Starbucks drinks, so I'm a little scared about that. Also, it's a long drive-through line. There's a few people in front of me, and they're not moving too fast, and considering I just drove around pretty much all of Tallahassee going from Starbucks to Starbucks, I'm scared. Jessica's already done by now.
And this looks absolutely perfect. You can see some of the cheese did spill out. That is the best part. I'll make sure that I fold that up and over and add as much of that as I can to the sandwich. Ooh, that looks amazing. I wonder how much longer it'll take Ian. I'm ready to dig in.
Rough look for the drive-thru kid today. 3 Starbucks later, I finally got a grilled cheese and the drink. That really was an adventure.
Since Ian's sharing his location, I can see that he is nowhere nearby. I'm really curious what's going on, but with all this extra time, it gives me an opportunity to enjoy my own glass of London Fog.
I'm on my way back. I've gone ahead and accepted defeat. I know there's pretty much no way Jessica's not done by now, but you know what? I got a Starbucks grilled cheese, so who's the real winner? 45 minutes and 3 Starbucks later, I'm back. I've really got to learn how to make food for myself. I'm back. It was a rough adventure.
I was starting to wonder if you were ever coming back.
The ice even melted in the drink.
It did. I hope our sandwiches are still warm.
This one's cold.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Starbucks grilled cheese?
Or homemade. Starbucks? And homemade.
It's warmer, but it's still kind of on the cold side. Why would you make a cold grilled cheese?
Why would you drive slow? And the drinks?
Meh. A lot better, and it has ice.
True. And how much was your Starbucks? I'm just curious.
I think $14.
For a grilled cheese sandwich and a glass of iced tea?
Yeah. Drive-thru or homemade? What do you think?
I think it's clear why they call it Starbucks.